How to introduce yourself. My name is Maryam. I'm 16 years old. I live with my family in a beautiful house in a quiet neighborhood. My father, Muhammad, is a policeman. He works hard to keep people safe and often comes home late, but he always finds time to talk to us and share stories about his work. My mother, Sarah, stays at home and takes care of our house. She is very kind and loving, always making sure we have everything we need. I have a little brother named Ali. He is 9 years old. He loves to play with his toys and ask me many questions. Sometimes he is very playful and makes a mess in the house, but he always helps clean up when I remind him. We often play together, and I enjoy helping him with his homework. I love my family very much. We help each other every day. My father works long hours, but he always greets us with a smile. My mother makes delicious food and keeps our home clean and cozy. My brother Ali is funny and full of energy. He sometimes annoys me, but I can never stay upset with him for long. Every morning, I wake up early. The sun is not up yet, and the house is quiet except for the faint chirping of birds outside. I sit up in my bed, stretch my arms, and say a short prayer, thanking God for a new day. Then I go to the bathroom to wash my face. The cold water wakes me up completely and makes me feel refreshed. After that, I perform my morning prayer. It is a peaceful time when I reflect on my day and ask for guidance. After praying, I feel calm and ready to start my day. I fold my blanket neatly and make my bed, smoothing out the sheets. Then, I open the window to let fresh air into my room. The morning breeze carries the scent of flowers from our garden, making me smile. I go to the kitchen, where my mother is preparing breakfast. The smell of warm bread, fresh eggs, and tea fills the air. "Come sit, Maryam," she says, placing a plate of cheese and olives on the table. I take my seat and start eating. My father joins us, sipping his tea while reading the newspaper. Ali finally comes, still yawning, and sits beside me. "Eat quickly, Ali," my mother reminds him. "We don't want you to be late." We eat together as a family, talking about our plans for the day. After breakfast, I brush my teeth carefully and change into my school uniform, making sure everything is neat. After I get ready, I help Ali with his uniform. "Where are your socks?" I ask him. He looks under the bed and finds one sock. "I can't find the other one," he says, looking frustrated. I help him search, and we finally find it behind his toy box. "You need to be more organized, Ali," I tell him, smiling. He nods and promises to do better. "Mama, we are ready," I call out. My mother comes to the door and kisses our foreheads. "Have a great day at school, my dear children," she says, smiling warmly. My father drives us to school. Ali and I sit in the back seat. I look out the window, watching the city wake up. The streets are busy, and children are walking to school. Be good today, Ali, I remind him. He nods and looks excited to see his friends. At school, I meet my best friend Aisha. We have been friends since we were little. She is kind and always helps me with my studies. Good morning, Maryam, she says with a big smile. Did you finish your homework? Yes, I did, I reply happily. We walk together to class, talking about our favorite books and subjects. Aisha loves science, while I enjoy literature. After school, my father greeted me. When I arrived home, I saw my mother waiting for us at the door with a warm smile. How was your day? She asked me kindly. I excitedly told her about my lessons and the fun I had with Aisha. I described the interesting things we learned and the little moments that made me happy. That sounds great, she said, her eyes shining with warmth. She listened attentively, which made me feel happy and appreciated. Moments like these make home the most beautiful place. I go to my room and open my books, ready to start my homework. I like to finish it early because it helps me understand my lessons better and leaves me more time to relax later. Sometimes Ali comes in, his notebook in hand and a curious look on his face. Can you help me with my math? He asks hopefully. I smile and nod. Of course, I say, happy to help. We sit together, working through the problems, and I explain each step carefully. Seeing Ali's face light up when he understands makes me feel proud. After finishing my homework, I head to the kitchen, drawn by the delicious smell of dinner. My mother has prepared one of my favorite meals, and the table is set beautifully. We all sit together, enjoying the food and sharing stories about our day. Laughter fills the room as we talk about funny moments and interesting things we learned. Tomorrow is a new day with new lessons to learn, my father says with a smile. His words remind me that each day is a chance to grow and discover something new. After dinner, Ali plays happily with his toys, building towers and creating little adventures. When he's done, he looks at me and says, Maryam, help me clean up. I smile and nod. Together, we gather his toys, placing them neatly in the box. I help him arrange his books on the shelf, making sure everything looks tidy. When we finish, Ali claps his hands and grins. Thank you, Maryam, he says with a big smile. His happiness makes me feel warm inside, and I pat his head gently. Before Ali goes to bed, I sit beside him and tell him a story to help him relax. Once upon a time, there was a girl who fell asleep and entered a magical dream. I begin, my voice soft and calming. Ali's eyes grow wide with curiosity as he listens intently. As I continue the story, Ali's eyelids begin to flutter. Soon, he lets out a big yawn, his tiny body snuggling deeper into his blanket. I smile gently, knowing he's drifting off into his own dream world. After putting Ali to bed, I head to my room. I change into my soft pajamas and lie down on my bed, feeling the warmth of the sheets. I close my eyes for a moment and think about my day, how I helped my family, the fun moments with Ali, and everything I learned. I feel grateful for my family, their love, and the little moments that make each day special. Tomorrow will be another beautiful day, I whisper softly to myself, a smile on my face. I close my eyes, feeling calm and content. Thank you for watching the video.